You know how much I love music, so the Blue Note is right up my alley. Juke joint whiskey. What more could you ask for?
Folks, welcome back. I am Jonathan J.O. Owen, one half of the Bourbon Know-It-Alls, also known as the BaKyAhs, and my cup will not runneth over, but Kitty's will. What you reviewing, Kitty?
Hey, I am going to be reviewing Blue Note. I've been hearing a lot about this product. This actually is a barrel pick, so it's a little higher proof than normal. Very excited about it. It's going to be an open. I did do a little tasting at the liquor store where the barrel pick was done, so I know it's a pretty good product, so I snapped it up.
Who makes the Blue
Note? I am Kitty Kennedy. I am this other half of the Bourbon Know-It-Alls, which is a tongue-in-cheek education and review duo. We don't take ourselves very seriously.
Unless we drink a lot of whiskey, then we take ourselves too seriously.
Too seriously, and it's a whatever. So as always, Jill, I can't open the bottle.
Off the top of your head, do you know who made it? I'm not able to go down there and take it to open it.
Yeah, BR Distillery. It's actually made in distilled in Kentucky, but then it's bottled. I should say aged in Memphis, Tennessee. So
okay.
Blue Note.
That's the reason the Blue Note.
Yeah, the Blue Note.
Memphis. Sorry.
Well, and I've been hearing a lot about it. I mean, it comes in at a great price. Between $29 and $39. I got this one at $39 because it was a barrel pick. I'm still working on it. Oh wait, it has one of those little.
You got it.
Look at. It's got a little.
Yay!
Look at, and it's still going. What's going on?
Oh my gosh, Kitty! Wow! Oh my gosh, that was like a burlesque dance right there.
Really? Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Ready.
I feel like there's going to be adequate sound quality for a change. Wait for it. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting already. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour
God, I wish I could smell that.
Yeah. It's got a good color.
Oh, yeah, that is. Is that a full-up sour mash or a bourbon whiskey?
Well, I don't know. Let me check here. This is a bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, the color, I thought so, because that is, without a doubt, a whiskey bourbon color.
Unfiltered, uncut.
Wow.
Why don't you tell us what that means, Gio?
Honestly, I was just noticing that was unfiltered because that is just the way that looked in the glass while it's sticking. The way that is the unfiltration is where they leave all the barrel, all the fatty acids, all the fibers in there. They may filter out the chunks, but the idea is you get it very, very chilled. And so all the whiskey gets to the top and all the fatty acids, they don't freeze, but they congeal, sink to the bottom, and then they drain them out. And so if you whip that glass, it is going to show you that there are some beautiful legs. You can tell by the legs to the glass of the unchill filtration.
Right.
But no, it looks beautiful, Kitty. Now, I hope it tastes as good as it looks. I would say a smell, but what about smell?
Okay, so this is coming in at 120 proof. So it's
whoa.
There's quite a bit wafting out of the glass already. Yeah, and I know the mash bill is, primarily, 70% corn, 21% rye. Obviously, there's a little bit of malted barley, maybe 9%. Oh, not aged very long, 3 to 4 years.
Okay.
But I can already tell that there's some spice in here. I'm picking up.
Does it still have that green smell, being as young as it is?
It's not. It's on the line. I mean, you know how sometimes we really can find like a green, particularly a real new wood, early.
You find that green note instead of that blue note.
Yeah. Oh, aren't you? J.O. will be here all week.
Yes.
Tip bartender. All right, let me get in this. Okay, so nose is very typical. I mean, it's the vanilla, caramel, maple. Considering it's 120 proof, a lot was presenting out of the glass as I swirled it. What wasn't there was a high alcohol smell.
Okay.
Like I'm in there, and it's not creating a singe quality. We're shoving my nose so far in.
Find your nose hairs just go.
I feel like it's I see some orange, definitely oak, pear. It's really fresh. I mean,
That's good to hear.
I mean, it's a really
fresh. Hopefully not fresh whiskey, but a good fresh fruit smells. Okay.
Yeah, it's really really pleasant. I mean, it's really pleasant, and I'm
pleasant.
Yeah,
I can imagine pleasant.
I had a small sampling of it at the liquor store that did the barrel pick, and they've been spot on with their picks. It's for those of you in Florida, it's Grapevine liquor store right on South Florida. For anybody who's maybe will look at this from Florida, but let me go ahead and take a sip.
I am not going to disclose my source.
Hmm.
I like finding my whiskey.
Okay. That is really good.
I see you thinking on it.
Yeah.
I know that face.
I'm going to take one more sip.
Okay.
Because I haven't really had, I had just a little bit of something, and it certainly wasn't close to this proof. So I want to, my mouth is coated now.
Yeah.
I would say on the first sip, it is an even distribution of the 120 proof around my mouth, my tongue, sides, top, bottom. So let me go again. All right. Graham crackers.
Graham crackers. Interesting.
Graham crackers. The spices are there, but the spices are like really nondescript. Like I wouldn't go,
okay,
ooh, cinnamon, nutmeg, blah, blah, blah. It's like they got muddled. The muddling of all that together.
Nothing standing out, but they're all working together.
Yeah, it's very tasty. Very tasty. Like I'd want to sprinkle it on an apple pie.
Ooh.
Okay, graham cracker. Oh, what are they called? S'mores. I've got a really nice, that pear orange. That's still sticking around. And what I like for 120 proof, it's drinking really easy.
For 120 proof, it's going down way too easy. Okay, now at 120 proof, barrel pick, cask strength, unchill filtered, how much did you pay for this down in Florida?
The Blue Note, I paid $39.99, and I think it's only because it is a barrel pick.
Okay.
It comes in a lot of times at $29.99, and I think
so that's actually pretty reasonably priced in today's bourbon society.
So. Yeah. I mean, and here's the thing: like, I would continue to drink this neat. I'm going to put some water in it just to see if anything else shows up. But I do get oak. It's not a green, green oak, new wood taste. At 3 to 4 years, I think there's just enough leaching out of that barrel that it's really created some nice extraction from the wood, the good stuff. So I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to add a little water.
All right. And while you're adding the water, I do have to ask, is oak different than oak?
Oak. Do I say oak? Do I say oak different than you? Oak.
I just got to teach you.
I'm from Wisconsin.
Yeah, got to teach you for your Wisconsin. Yeah, I noticed your oak is spelled A-OK. It's A-OK instead of O-A-K. I've missed talking with you, Kitty, a lot.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so let me see. Here's the beautiful thing, Joe, that I introduced, a nice amount of water from my straw, but it didn't change.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
it's the same color. Right? Is it clinging to the glass anymore? Any more difference in the legs or anything?
Very even run, very slow. Can you see them at all? I'm trying to get them.
What do you? Wow. That is
Okay.
such a rare item to find.
This is a very it's like a floral bouquet of fruits. You know what I mean? It's like, it just, and that you cut them all open and then you take a nice good inhale of that. That is, again, it's like
a fruit salad then.
It's a mash. Oh, what is that salad called? Waldorf salad. Pears, apples, the marshmallow.
Ooh.
It is really.
That does sound good.
Oh my gosh, it's very delicious. Okay, so I'm going to go again. Okay, this got more singy. Front of my tongue, zapped. That wasn't there before. That's interesting to me because I just proofed it down. It went a lot more to a lino, leather teetering on vinyl, lino.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am.
I understand what you're explaining there. That vinyl flavor is kind of coming from the new being a newer product.
Right.
Had it sit a little bit longer, it would be full out leather. So yes, I fully understand that. Okay, now comes the really.
I coined a new word though, Lionel.
Yes. So folks, from now on, when the word Lionel shows up, if you're a fan, you'll know what we're talking about.
Okay, so it is a it went from having a really thick and chewy and oily coating mouthfeel to very drying and singeing with the introduction of water.
Okay.
That's odd to me. I mean, it's
that is when you add the water, it brought out a ton of dry. Okay, now big question: would you buy it again?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and it is two different whiskeys with a little bit of water. So
that is awesome.
It's still very, very good. But everything I loved about it being, 120 proof, uncut, unfiltered, undisturbed is the way I would drink it. But I also like my
undisturbed.
Yeah.
That was going to roll into my next question of, if you were to buy it again, are you pour it in your glass again? Would you put an ice cube in there? But you just expressed that. Now let's go into the third question that I like to throw out. Longtime people understand that this is a very, very important question to me. Would you make an old fashioned out of that?
I would, because of the price of the bottle.
Oh, I kind of feel like that's a cop out, but okay.
It is. But two, it's because there's just enough spice and heat that I like to make my old fashions with a higher rye. Always. So
without a doubt.
And the Elijah Craig rye is my go-to old fashioned pour. I mean, so I always, So this would be a really good at that proof with 21%, rye mash bill in the mash bill. This would be very, very tasty in an old fashioned. However, I like it at 120 in the glass without anything else going on. But
to explain real quick on that is, anybody knows that when you get a really bad whiskey, you mix it in the cocktails just to get rid of it. But for me, being the guy that I am, I found that making better ingredients makes a better cocktail. And so sometimes you just feel like it can accent a good whiskey, but sometimes you just don't want to do it. All right, Kitty, is this the end of the review?
This is it.
This is it.
It was a thumbs up.
I will see you next time. So yeah, that thing that goes like that when you push it. Yeah, click that. And follow us. What is it? Twitter, Instagram,
all of it. We have
all
a
of that.
Facebook
Okay,
page.
that's good to know that we're on those things. And we like you. Enjoy your whiskey. Become a know-it-all. Cheers indeed, Kitty.
Ding.
Ding.